I hate her on Westside Gunn track. She ruins every fucking song.
You ain't even had a cup of coffee with me.
Then don't listen to it.
Press skip, baby, because I'm gonna be on them hoes now.
How did he hear you for the first time talking about you just recording, putting shit up on SoundCloud?
Man, because he had to hear me on my brother's. Ghetto America's Last Hope. That was the name of his mixtape. Ghetto America's Last Hope. And then he was on the cover in a red, white, and blue. Had a bitch with an American flag. She have an American flag bikini on too?
Yeah, she had the American flag.
She was raw. That was the mixtape cover. It was just some raw shit he had. I like y'all. It's that hood shit that we got to see though, you know, because everybody mixtape cover, that was like, you want that shit to be kind of raw. He had the chick in the bikini.
She asked me, she said, she saw the picture, she said, can I be on your cover? I'm like, fuck yeah, you could be on the cover.
So it was like, I was on his shit, and then like, I used to run a shoe store in Atlanta, and one of my like employees, he was rapping, and he had a mixtape that he put together, and he asked me to do a poem on it. So I know West had knew I had done something with Oh Boy, and then my brother. So I think that was kind of his introduction to, and I could be wrong, I don't want to speak for Westside Gunn, but I believe that was his introduction to knowing, because it was just so happening between those transitioning years. 2011, I'm working in the shoe store in the mall in Atlanta, in comes Westside Gunn, but you know, it's I'm not calling him Westside Gunn, I'm calling him by his government, of course. He calling me by mine, so we like, oh shit, because we used to always run into each other in Atlanta. But he had went away.
Not in Buffalo.
No, in Atlanta. Buffalo, we grew up in Buffalo. You know, we went to the same like school in Buffalo. But what I'm saying is, like, as adults, we ran into each other out in the club scene. We would be always running each other being out. But he had went away. He came home, and then, you know, in that year between my brother's song, he was down here with Conway trying to help Conway promote his music at this time, pre-Conway getting shot. So, you know what I'm saying? I introduced him to my family, my brother, because he even put up to the, I had like a little house party.
That's why I met him.
I had the house party. I had a house party in my old apartment. Mad people from Buffalo.
The whole apartment
was there. Vasia was there, though. Yeah.
John was there, our cousin.
Yeah, it was a little situation I had, and he pulled up. I had invited him, and like, so it was these opportunities. We was just like reconnecting as like friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you from Buffalo, and like we didn't live that far from each other, so it was like we would just get up, go eat, pull up, stuff like that. So, but after Khan got shot, fast forward that summer, he just hit me on some, could you record this poem that I wrote? Sure. Like, at this point, I'm wanting to get in the studio anytime I could, So that was 2012, and he had the poem. He had already had it written out, and so I just kind of played with it, tweaked it a little bit, and that was really the rest is history type of moment. Because
what was that one?
That was McQueen's Dead. That was the first Hitler Wears Hermes. Period. That was the first one. First song you hear.
5 of them joints, because like I don't listen to music, so like. She's like, yo, bro, I want you to hear this. This before I met Wes. She was like, I want you to hear this. This artist. Let me know what you think of him. And she know I don't listen to music, but if she tells me to listen to something, I'm gonna listen to it because I know her taste in music is good. So when I played it, I'm like, I was confused at first because he didn't have a track list on it. So I was confused. I'm like, I didn't. So because it was so quick, and like. When you had the CDs in your car back then, that should go back to the first track. So like, oh shit, this only 5. So I'm listening. I'm like, so I'm like, yo, that nigga nice. Yeah, that shit nice. He's like, you fuck with it for real? I'm like, yeah, that nigga nice. So that was the first introduction I had with the music, and then the second introduction I had with the music was when he invited me to do when I did the 2 all in one day. He did the 2 in one day.
Yeah.
And you wrote that one. Right,
because that was when we came back around to 2013, and he said he working on the next Hitler, which that's the infamous one with the Chanel ski mask. Like, that's what kind of changed the trajectory of a lot of things. Mm-hmm. And he was booking the studio session. He basically recorded the whole album, the whole tape. And
One of the illest sessions I've ever been a part of. Like just watching that shit was crazy.
Yeah, it was the night. You know what I'm saying? We spent all night in that motherfucker too, and I was like, well, I'm writing this poem. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, I write poetry. Like this is what I do. So he was like on some say less type time. You know what I'm saying? Do you? And then like the rest is history, because it was like he approached me because he had already had the poem written. He already had the layout, and the poem was dope. You know what I'm saying? I think it's Louis belt wrapped around my arm, analyzing the rush. Like, yeah, he like, sky was golden, money made up the floor. Like that was his words. Those are West words. You know what I'm saying? Like in a very poetic, like type of situation. Like that whole McQueen's Dead song. DJ K Slay, he did the intro. Shout out to DJ K Slay. Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
So it was kind of monumental, like to have K Slay stamp something. You know what I'm saying?
Very monumental.
Yeah, like he stamped a lot of people and always just showed this crazy love. So it's like one of those things, if you know, you know. So that Hitler 2 session.
But you asked to write the next one.
Yeah, I told him.
I'm right.
It wasn't really an ass. I was like, all right. I was like, well, I'm gonna write it. Like, yeah, like I was very like.
Did you have it prepared? Did you?
No, I just heard the Derringer beat. I wrote in the studio.
Really?
Yeah, the majority of everything I've done with Wes has been in the studio. Like in most recent years, since we haven't had so much time to connect, it's been him sending me a track. But I love writing in the studio, and I love writing in the studio with Wes too. Like there's certain people that I love writing in the studio with, like my brother, like Wes. Like I create songs, so it's like, but I love writing with him, and like I love hearing that beat for the first time. It's like, oh, okay. So, but the Derringer beat that we did, like that was produced by Derringer, Vera Boys, our song, and I'm actually doing that on tour right now. Gotta always bring it back to the tour. Oh, our shirt dropped. Oh no. Hey, got us looking crazy.
You got me with the PTSD. I thought you was in Georgia.
Sorry. Last name Legendary.
Last name Legendary.
Yeah, we're on tour right now. So I'm performing Vera Boys. I actually just posted it on my Instagram. Shameless plug, I guess, but I just put it on my Instagram because part of my set, I'm doing songs that some of my favorites that I've done with Griselda, done with West, of course, and then I have some new stuff from the album that I'm doing on this tour. Never heard before, so it's like I want to get used to just always incorporating both. And I like a good acapella. I hadn't done. I think I'm gonna do an acapella in Buffalo. I might do one tomorrow night. I've always incorporated a nice acapella poem in the midst, but everything I'm doing is to the track. So it's like Vera Boys is one of those classics. Like I felt like when I heard that beat, it was just like, oh yeah. Like Adolf, I got no remorse. Like, I don't know. I was always bringing it in, and I know, the name of the tapes is a huge subject for people, and it might be sore for some people. I get it. I understand. But it was just like a villain thing, He's he's one of the, worst of the worst, but it's just like not trying to keep that name alive in any way, but it's just like this is how raw it is. Like, this is the darkness. This is the griminess of it. So, it was just one of those things that West said, the devil wears Prada.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it is because I'm a comedian, but I don't get how people don't get it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it seems pretty easy to understand that it's one thing and not the other. You know what I mean? I think people just like to get mad about shit.
In recent years, and I think his stance on it, as far as having his photo up in New York, what was it, Times Square? It's just it's just this level that we've taken it to, that he's taken it to, like the visibility of it all. You
didn't think it was gonna be like that.
It's not a matter of me thinking. It's just like me actually witnessing this from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but did you think it was gonna be like that?
Me and him had a conversation one time, like in 2000 and 13 at my mom's house, and I was like, nigga, you nice. Like, these niggas gotta hear what the fuck you saying and shit.
But it's also...
But I didn't see his, like, where far he would take it, no. But I knew, like, that he had to be heard, you know, like, and he did it. He did it. He's doing it, you know, still.
Not to have so much of a bias in it because, you know, I just have literally been a part of every album, so I'm seeing it. So it's like that I think, but I'm seeing the things. I'm seeing the Prodigy show up at our show. Rest in peace, Prodigy. I'm seeing the Jada Kiss showing up at our shows. I'm seeing the Sean P show love. I'm showing rest in peace, Sean P. I'm showing, like, I'm seeing these different architects. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm seeing it, right? So then you start to see it. Oh shit! Now, Hove tapped in. No. Oh shit. Nas, like. You see these different levels of the archetype that are now, they have no choice but you know, when DJ Premier like is like, yo, I got something for y'all to spit on. Like, these are things and elements that you cannot just say, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is special magic that's developing right in front of our eyes. So it's like, I'm seeing it. I'm witnessing it from the inside out and the outside in. So it's like, well,
it's happening to you also. Like, it is.
Yeah, so that's why I can't believe it.
Yeah, like the Jay's Hope's listen to you. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
Like that's
it's
from that recording studio that you call legendary. From that to that is a crazy, like, it doesn't, you don't feel it, right? You don't, it doesn't feel.
I feel it, but I haven't been pinched. It's like the pinch, you know, like
surreal.
Pinch me. I'm in my dreaming, like, it's like, I feel like when I release my album and I want to see how people feel about me truly, then on my own, I think I'm going to feel like a certain level of more success or acknowledgement. Because that's my hugest feat, is to release this album.